What's going on, everybody? Derek from the Tiny Raptor Farm here. We got a hurricane that is barreling our way, and it may or may not, those of you who are listening from Georgia, it may or may not hit us. I mean, it's going to hit, but it's not going to be, it shouldn't be as bad, but the last few hurricanes that hit us or that came through wasn't that bad. We just got a little bit of rain. And I think the last one, we didn't even get any rain here where we are, but just in case, I'm going through and making sure that our preps and everything are ready to go just in case the power goes out. And one of the preps that we have is this one. Let me show you, hold on. Now this is a 55-gallon drum. I got this from a place I used to work at. They were throwing them away, so I just took one and I cut the top off of it. And I put a spigot on it so that way we could fill it up with water just in case of emergencies. And now if this for some reason isn't enough, the pool, we had to drain it the other day because we had part of the lining was ripping. So I may end up cleaning that this afternoon, cleaning the bottom out, and might put some water in it too just in case all else fails. Now also part of our preps is you may not have electricity and you may not have any means to cook, because if there's no electricity, most people can't cook. So this is what we have. This is part of the wood that we have that we can cook with, we can keep warm with, and we have a fireplace in our house, so that's always a good thing, and it's never going to hurt anything to have a fireplace. So if you can get you a bunch of wood, if you don't have woods around your property and you don't have dead limbs or dead trees falling down, find somebody that you know that does have wood, and maybe you could borrow them. And if you don't have a fire pit or something that you can cook with, or make you a fire pit, and go to, I think I bought my metal grate that I have. I think I ordered it off of Amazon, but it may not be here in time if you ordered it now. But I got a metal fire grate that I can build a little fire under, and I can cook. I could boil water, I could make soup, I can grill steaks, pork chops, hot dogs, whatever I got to do. It's the same as the oven, it's just a fire, and there's nothing really surrounding it. But also, if I need to, I have my smoke pit over there that I smoke to make jerky with, so I can have that if I need to. That's part of the preps that we have. So it's not just the everyday use of, well, I want to cook outside or I want to grill something or whatever. It's also a prep. It's a safety precaution. Now also about the water thing is, if you don't have gallons of water and big packs of water bottles and stuff, and you don't have means like I have for my like my pool and that 55-gallon drum, if you don't have stuff like that, then always fill up always fill up your bathtub, and that will suffice for a while. Clean it out, make sure it's clean and spotless. If you got a bathtub and a shower, clean out the bathtub, fill it up, and don't touch it. Don't put nothing in it. Don't let nothing get in it. Don't take a bath. Don't do nothing. And just you take showers instead of baths. I know some of y'all, there's a lot of y'all probably that like to take baths instead of showers, but you can take a shower in the next few days just to make sure that you keep that water in your bathtub. Okay, now as far as fires go, you're going to need some emergency or some backup stuff in order to cook with and stuff. Now, lighters in a survival situation, if you can keep them dry, they work pretty decent, but sometimes they fail depending on what type of lighters you get. The little flint can bend or mess up and you can't light them, you can't strike them anymore. So what I recommend is A, fireproof or waterproof matches, or B, a fire striker. Now this is it's probably backwards, but this is a Camp King fire striker. Now this thing will throw sparks about probably 4 or 5 inches. I mean, it's a lot of sparks. So it works really good with striking for a fire and all. And this is the little striker it comes with. But now what I use is normally in a wilderness survival situation, if I got stuck out in the woods, I would try to find tinder out in the woods. But in this case, with a hurricane coming and you're at home and your power goes out or whatever, what I do is I save my dryer lint, and I have a bag of fat lighter, which is considered prehistoric or petrified pine trees, pine wood. But what it is when the tree dies down, all the sap will run down to the bottom, and if it sits there for a long time, it turns into fat lighter. All that tar in there is very flammable, and it works really well. So get you a bunch of lint, pile it up, strike it with this, and then throw you some fat lighter on there, and then throw you some little sticks and twigs on there to build your fire up, and then add your bigger ones on afterwards. Okay, now this comes to the part of why we are homesteaders. This is another reason why we're homesteaders. In case of emergencies like this, where there may not be fire, let's say, or may not be electricity. So let's say electricity goes out and you eat on a little bit of stuff that you got, or I mean, you may have a lot of stuff in your freezer. You may have a big stand-up freezer like we do. But what happens if you've opened that freezer several times and the cold air's come out of it, and then all that stuff spoils? What are you going to do then, right? So this is why we do this. This is another reason why we do this. We've got rabbits, we got ducks, chickens. So we're not going to hurt for food unless something happens to them. Then we're kind of screwed. But for the most part, I don't think anything's going to happen to them. If push comes to shove, if I got to run out here in the middle of the storm and grab all my rabbits and my ducks and throw them in the big coop, which is a lot more secure than what this one and this one is, so I can go do that. But I mean, that's risking my life, but hey, it's for my family, so it doesn't bother me. But this is one of the reasons why we do this, is because that way we know that not only in situations like this, that if something arises to where we don't have power, or we lose all the food or whatever that we have, we have plenty of it. We have everything that we need, all the meat that we need. And yeah, we've got vegetables and stuff in the freezer and stuff, but that stuff we could freeze dry it if we needed to, or not freeze dry it, but we could smoke it, and some of that stuff we could preserve, and it'll last for a while. But I just wanted to jump on here and give you a few little tips to prep for this hurricane that's coming. And I hope everybody stays safe. I will definitely be praying for everybody. Pray for me and your friends, and pray for your family, and pray for the people down in Florida that are I think they're getting hit right now, or they're getting the first effects of it, and it's not even, the heart of it's not even there yet. The bad part's not there. So keep praying for them, and pray for yourself, pray for your family, pray for your friends, pray for your neighbors, pray for our children. Our first responders are going to be out in this crap. They're going to be risking their lives for other people, so pray for them as well. And we here at the Tiny Raptor Farm will definitely be praying for you guys, and y'all stay safe, and we love you, and we will talk to you soon.